Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are you people doing here? Back again with another football video here. Now, I'm doing a recap of the 49ers and the Packers game, even though the Patriots are out of the playoffs. I still think that tonight was the biggest upset I've ever seen in a postseason in NFL history because, we're talking about the Packers, who are the number one seed, the top seed, playing a 49ers team that was, basically a wild card team. And sure enough, today, man, San Francisco just pulled off the biggest upset in the playoffs that I've seen since the 9-7 New York Giants back in 2011 upset the 15-1 Green Bay Packers, because today, no excuses for the Packers losing this game. I don't even know where to begin today, but this is the biggest playoff upset I've ever seen in my possibly 11 years as an NFL fan. Because if there is one fact about the NFL postseason, is that whenever the 49ers play the Green Bay Packers, the 49ers just have the Green Bay Packers number in the postseason. There is really no other way to say it, because tonight, this was without a doubt the worst choke job I've ever seen by the Green Bay Packers. I think that this is the biggest choke job by them in the postseason since they botched that onside kick against Seattle back in 2015, in the 2015 playoffs in January. Like, dude, this is without a doubt the biggest Packers postseason letdown I've ever seen. And a lot of this has to do with their special teams today, because I don't get how their special teams allows a blocked punt, but it kind of rings a bell from that game against Seattle where the Packers forced 5 interceptions off of Russell Wilson, and they still found out a way to lose that game. So it just goes to show you, man, that I would not be surprised if Aaron Rodgers leaves Green Bay this season, because let's be honest, today Aaron Rodgers just he had a bad game. But if there is one area that was really impressive today, it would have to be the 49ers front seven. Give credit to the 49ers front seven, because the biggest surprise in the postseason is that the 49ers defense has been playing lights out, because if it's them holding the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott to only 17 points, it's them holding the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers to only 10 points. So now in the postseason, the 49ers only allowed a combined 27 points. That is freaking impressive. And, if there is one way that the 49ers can even make it to a Super Bowl, because I didn't think San Fran had a chance, because it's like, I think they got lucky, with going to the postseason. But, all of a sudden, this postseason playoff proves to me that being the number one seed or the number 1-2 seed doesn't mean jack. All that matters is how you perform in the NFL postseason. So for 49ers defense, they've been playing lights out. Like, let's not even get ahead of ourselves. The 49ers defense has, without a doubt, been absolutely lethal, and I mean freaking lethal in this postseason, that it makes you go, wow, this 49ers team actually might have a chance at a Super Bowl title if their defense continues to play this good. Because I look at the 49ers front seven, and literally they were making life really, they were on nearly every drive. It seemed like that they were just making life absolute hell for Aaron Rodgers by repeatedly pressuring him and just bull rushing him. Like, that's what I call a really good 49ers defensive performance, And speaking of the San Francisco 49ers team, I thought that the 49ers were going to bench Jimmy G, because let's be honest, Jimmy G, I don't get how he is still a starting quarterback for the 49ers. He's not really a starting quarterback, if you ask me. I still think that Jimmy G is a backup quarterback, just because I still don't trust Jimmy G, because tonight the 49ers defense just is the main reason why San Francisco even won this game. Well, it's also because, they had a blocked punt. And the crazy part about this game is the 49ers didn't even score any offensive touchdowns, and they still freaking found a way how to beat the Green Bay Packers. So it just goes to show you, man, that so far in the last 11 years, Aaron Rodgers, ever since he won that Super Bowl against the Steelers 31-25, the Packers and Aaron Rodgers have just choked repeatedly year after year after year. But I think the biggest reason for that is because the Packers special teams never shows up when it should show up. Like, for example, them botching that onside kick against Seattle back in 2015, or them basically allowing a blocked punt and a blocked field goal. Like, I don't think Aaron Rodgers is in a way, Aaron Rodgers did kind of make some questionable decisions in this game. But at the end of the day, I feel like that, the Packers offensive line today play like crap. Let's be honest here. You can't expect Aaron Rodgers to do anything if he's going to get pressured repeatedly every play. But at the same time, I mean, Packers and Aaron Rodgers, they've just been choking in the postseason. Like, that's all I have to say. So I don't know what happened to the Packers after their Super Bowl win in 2010, but it just seems like that the Packers can never get it done in the post 2010 Super Bowl win era, because the Packers recently have just been choking year after year after year after year. That it just makes me realize that this could finally mean that Aaron Rodgers, he might sign with a different team, because I mean, how long is Aaron Rodgers realistically going to play in Green Bay? Because he already has a Super Bowl title, and if he wants to, he can just easily go and sign with a different team. But wow, I don't know what else to say about this game tonight. Just very impressive performance by 49ers front seven. I mean, their front seven just completely killed us today, playing in the cold in Green Bay, and for them to still hold the Packers to 10 freaking points, despite them, I think, being the #1 seed in the NFC, is freaking impressive as heck. And it just goes to show you, man, that San Francisco, they are the ultimate underdogs in the NFL postseason, in this year's postseason. I mean, literally, San Fran, man, if their defense continues to play like this, then they can go to a Super Bowl. But the real question is, will Jimmy G stop making these same mistakes? Because I thought San Francisco was going to put on Trey Lance because they drafted him in the first round in this year's draft, but only for them to not start him doesn't really make any sense, because I think tonight that Trey Lance would have put up a better performance than Jimmy G, because like I said before, I still don't trust Jimmy G in the postseason, just because Jimmy G made some of the worst decisions today I've ever seen. But it looks like that he's going to continue to remain the 49ers starting quarterback, because there was all this talk about the 49ers shopping Jimmy G, and look what happened today. Um, Despite Jimmy G not scoring any offensive touchdowns or throwing for any touchdowns, the 49ers still found out a way to beat the Packers, and it's all because of their freaking front seven. That's all I have to say in this video. San Francisco, I think that right now they deserve the credit of being the ultimate underdogs in this postseason.